Hello everyone, welcome once again to a video. This video will be vSphere Install Configure Manage Lab 6, and in Lab 6 we're going to see the objectives, view the LDAP users, and do some LDAP work. So let's get started. First we're going to view the LDAP users. Okay, use the vSphere client, log into VCS-A01, and let's start from the beginning. Okay, we would go here and go to the top, vSphere client, and I'll log in right there. These are marked for us, makes it nice and convenient. vSphere client opened up. Normally you'd put in administrator at vsphere.local and the standard lab password. Under single sign-on, okay, we'll go here. Administration, single sign-on. Select users and groups. We'll select that. By default, the list of users for local OS appears in the pane. Local OS, seen right here. In the users pane, select vclass.local from the domain drop-down. So let's click here and select vclass.local. And these are the users that have access. By default, the list of users, okay, the list of users in the vClass local domains appears. You should see the following users: studentadmin and cladmin. Studentadmin, I see the second one, and here's cladmin. Let's find studentadmin. Studentadmin, kind of wrapped there a little bit. Made it a little more difficult to see. Studentadmin is right here. They're both there. Let's go ahead and click on Task 2 and open it up. In the navigation pane, under Access Control, select Global Permissions. Under Access Control, in the navigation pane, Access Control, Global Permissions. It's near the top. Access Control, Global Permissions. In the Global Permissions pane, click Add. So we click Add right in the center. From the domain drop-down, select vclass.local. Okay, we'll select vclass.local. From the user group, select enter CL. They want us to search here a little. And then select cladmin. From the role drop-down, select Content Library Administrator Sample. Click here. Content Library. Okay, we've selected it and click OK. We do not select Propagate to Children. Let's see. Yeah, select Propagate to Children. We usually do. Almost skipped it. Click OK. Verify that vClass local cladmin appears in the list. vClass local cladmin, vClass local. It's right at the top. Okay, so we verified that. Now task 3. From the main menu, select Inventory, click Host and Clusters. Inventory, Host and Clusters, select that on the left. In the navigation pane, select the vCenter instance. Okay, we go up one and select it. In the right, click Permissions and click Add. So we click Add, and then it wants us to, in the domain, it always goes to vsphere.local by default. Go to vclass.local, select that. Make sure, and they say to make sure you're vClass, not vSphere. Got it? In the user group search box, select or enter student. And then we get the options. See, it searches for us from the first few letters. studentadmin, leave the role as administrator, got it, propagate to children, check, and click OK. To verify that V-class student admin appears in the list, and it's second in the list. Is assigned as administrator, it is, and is defined in the vCenter object and its children. Yep, its object and its children, it is. That's task 3. Let's move on and click on task 4. That closes task 3 and opens task 4. You verify that cladmin can access only the content library pane. This user does not have access to administrative tasks like creating VMs. So we log into the vSphere client as cladmin. Okay. So let's log out. If we're going to log into someone else, we need to log out, right? Log out. Log in as cladmin at theclass.local. And the password is the standard lab password. Bad habit to save your passwords, but I do it for the class, for the labs. Okay. Verify you're logged in as that. We can do that by clicking right here. See, who am I and how did I get here? From the main menu, click Content Libraries. We'll go click the main menu and find Content Libraries. Then we'll click Create in the center, top left. You have the correct privileges to create a content library, but do not create a content library at this time. Okay, it gave us the option to do so, but we're going to stop right there. Now, from the main menu, we see that we could do it. From the main menu, click Host and Clusters. Okay, we'll go to Inventory, Host and Clusters. We'll expand the vCenter server. Click the ICM Data Center. Several actions are grayed out. Okay. In the drop-down menu, let's click right here. Actions. Yeah, these actions are all grayed out because we don't have permissions to add a host or add a cluster. We can't perform administrative tasks. Now log out of the vSphere client and verify that student admin can perform those administrative tasks. So now we go to student admin. We log in as student admin with the standard lab password. So I logged in as student admin at vclass.local, and then in the navigation pane, select VMs and templates. Second one, and expand vclass.local. Then it says right-click VM Labs. I like to left-click on it so I can see it's in focus. Left-click and then select New Virtual Machine. And our wizard opens up. So you can see that we have permission to open this. They don't want us to actually create a virtual machine, but make sure that we did have permission to do so. In the navigation pane, click Host and Clusters icon. It's a little icon on the left. Expand VCSA 01 vclass.local and click ICM Data Store. As student admin, you can perform administrative tasks like adding hosts, creating clusters, or creating virtual machines. Okay, and log out of vSphere. So we'll just go right here, click the actions, and all of these options that were grayed out previously are now available to us because student admin does have permission to do all these things. Okay, that's the end of the lab. Our last task is to log out so we don't get confused who we are later. Log out. Thank you for watching the video.